Welcome. Let's put this out there in the ether. Is usually right. Is usually the ugliest girl out there are the easiest to get. All right, because when you factor in what do they have to offer, right? If a girl who have nothing to offer to you, right, who have nothing, she don't have looks, she don't have education, she don't have brain, right? She don't have um, any attribute that's valuable to a man, right? What do these women usually offer, right? That they don't have anything. They don't even have looks. They're atrocious, right? The only thing they have to offer is sex, right? Which means she's leveraging her sex, right, to offer to a guy because she know herself that she can't offer anything else besides sex. That's why these girls out there, these physically, unappealing girls. I'm not saying I'm the best looking guys out there. I'm not the prettiest. I'm ugly, but I'm just referring to these girls out there, right? They're usually the one who's easiest to give up to. Who's easily to get hooked up with. Who's easy to for a guy to get with, right? Right. The only people who get with these girls, right, are these desperate men. That's why you see a lot of couples out there, ugly couples together, ugly people, because these people will only understand that they could only get these things, right? Don't, but that's not to say that high value male don't smash these girls. But the thing is, when high value males smash these ugly girls, right? They only do it for sex. They're not there for a long term commitment, right? High value male with standards, right? That decide to fornicate with these women, right? Don't usually take it in any kind of serious considerations, like a long term effect, right? That's why it's rare to see high value male with ugly girls. But you see a lot of guys out there with ugly girls, right? And this explains these phenomenons, right? Why these ugly couples exist? Why these? I mean, ugly is a strong word. Right? These physically unappealing people, right? That because they had to leverage these kind of things, right? These chicken head, these hood rats, right? Like you question, like, how do these people manage to be in a relationship? Because of desperation, and they understand what do they have to offer. Some of these people have nothing to offer to people, but some women out there who understand that they're not physically appealing, they make up in elsewhere in other categories, like learn how to cook, learn how to clean, take care of your kids, right? Do all these things that give her value. But there are these ugly girls out there that's not that bright, that's not that smart, right? That don't know how to leverage other attributes besides their sex, right? So these girls out there, they tend to be lot lizard, hood rat, all these girls, right, that use their sex to get ahead of life. That's the only thing they can do. If they can't rely on their intelligence, right? Because usually girls, right, girls that doesn't have looks, right, they usually fall back on other things that they're strong at, right? Their talent, their their there's intelligence, right? They fall back on these stuff. But what if you don't have any of those stuff, right? What if you're a girl that don't have any brightness, don't are not clever, right? You're not smart, but you don't have looks, right? You don't have no sex appeal. What do you fall back on? And you're just dumb, right? And you fall back on your sexuality. That's what they works. That's why they revert back. When they're in survival mode, right? When they're in survival mode, they revert back to selling sex, being a hooker, right? Selling their body off to survive, right? And these women don't usually just survive that often. These women they usually these women that have disadvantages are usually are damaged. They usually develop some kind of psychological damage mindset. So these explain some of these phenomenons. Why are these girls so easy to hook up with? Why are these girls that's not appealing or guys are usually go for when they're desperate to get punani putang, right? So this explain why, right, by what I'm saying, right, why they're so easy to get compared to girls that have high standards, girls that's physically appealing to those 10 girls, right? Those 10 girls out there, they have high standard. They know they're good looking. So because they're high standard, right? They're harder for a guy, the average guy, to get, right? To smash. That's why these high standard women, these trophy wives out there, right? They come with a price, and they come with and it takes a lot of resource to get those kind of women. Now, when it comes to physically unappealing women, right? They don't take that much resources, right? That's why it's easier for them to smash. It's easier for them to hook up. That's why if you're a guy out there, man, that's why when you're in the club, right? When it comes to that moment where you have to smash, right? And get with somebody, usually people get what they could get, and usually the people that get left over are the ugly people. People that don't have any looks to them, right? That don't have anything to offer, right? And these guys out there, right? Who just like I said, there are guys out there who do anything. Who'll smash anything that walks, right? Anything that have two legs, or they're smashing. There are disgusting guys out there. Right, there are guys with low standards, right, and these are the guys that's giving these physically unappealing women the attention that they want, that validate them. This is why some of these physically appealing girls are so delusional. They don't understand. They don't understand the word, because there are simps out there who validate them, who couldn't get poo nanny, couldn't get sex from anything, so they decide to get sex for whatever they could get, right? And because of that, it overinflate these physically unappealing women ego. They think that they deserve a high standard guy. They think they deserve a guy that's a high value guy, when in reality they're nothing special, right? They're not that good looking, because the reason that make them think that they're good looking is because they give out sex so easily to any guy that walks, and because they what's that they misequate the whole equation about high value guys and low value guys. They think guys are the same, right? That's why they think just because they smash a lot of guys make them into that upper class category. They think the high body counts make them worth it. They think just because a lot of guys are willing to smash you, they think that they're good looking. No, not really. The reason why guys are willing to smash you is because you give out sex so easily to a guy. If you give any guy sex, right, he'll take it, right? If guys are not inclined to accept sex, if you're willing to smash a guy, he'll take it. And if you are easy to smash, he'll take that too. Give it to the most degrading guy, the most low value guy, he'll take it, right? So just because you smash all these low value guys, that doesn't mean you qualify for a high value guy, right? These low value guys are more inclined to take you more seriously, but when you compared to this high value guy, he already know his worth. He's not gonna take a ugly woman seriously, right? He's only gonna smash it. That's it. He's not gonna have a long term relationship. It's just a booty call, right? And what happened when she realizes? It leads to her downfall. She can have mental breakdown. She's not gonna be stable. That's why I'm telling you, you leave these girls alone. You leave these ugly girls alone, right? These ugly girls are equally as damaged are these pretty women out there, right? And these ugly girls that have no value, right? They're psychologically damaged. Why do you think they revert to selling their bodies, right? Why do you think they revert to be a prostitute? When you look at the prostitute out there, right? Right, those women that walk on Figueroa Avenue in LA, right? All these streets, right? These girls for the streets. They're not wifey material. They're not that bright. They're not that good looking. I'm not doing this to bash women. I'm just saying what it is. I mean, they're not good looking at all. I mean, like you do not want to wife these women. They look sleazy, all right? They give out because when you give out sex so easily, you look sleazy, right? And when a girl gives out sex so easily, she looks sleazy. This is why a guy don't want the 304s, right? This is why a guy will not wife up a 304. This is why a guy are so adamant about how their women dress in public, right? This is why guys are so it's not about jealousy. It's looking out for the girls so she won't degrade herself, right? When you dress slutty, right? When you dress all provocative, you're degrading yourself, right? A high value woman don't degrade herself in public, right? They conserve themselves, They cover up. Those are high value women, right? A woman who just exposes everything, those are not high value. Men perceive that as easy smash and grab. That's it, right? Those women are easy, right? What guys are willing to sleep with easy women, but they're not willing to wife up an easy woman, right? They're not willing to commit to an easy woman, right? Because easy women come they're a dime a dozen, right? This is why guys are willing to wipe up those hard to chase women out there, right? But those are what I'm seeing. Those are what I think about ugly women. You lack of a better term, these physically unappealing women, right? They're easy to smash, right? They're easier, they're cheaper, they're sleazier, right? They will bang anything because in their, I think inside of them, they try to compensate what they don't have, which is beauty, right? That's why they compensate in elsewhere, which is their sex, and not their brain, not their ability to nurture, not their ability to take care of their man, not their ability to cook, clean, and all that stuff, right? But they revert back to what's innate in women, which is sex, right? But but that's why I think what makes ugly women so easy to fornicate with. But I don't know. Let me know if you agree, right? Let me. Do you agree with me? Do you think ugly women are easier to smash than it is with a good-looking woman? Let me know if you agree. Leave a comment below. I want to know. Like, share, subscribe, right? And as always, thanks for listening to me. And on that note, guys, peace and blessings.